What's going on, guys? 500 subscribers. Feels fucking great. It wouldn't be possible without you. It wouldn't be possible without people like I Am Amish or Saint Riot, who shout my channel out regularly about backstabs or any kind of wonky tech that I'm messing around with. So thank you so much, guys. I can't wait till the Dark Souls 1 remaster. So stoked. But for now, we'll just have to check out this calculated Souls 3.1 build. Alright, so Red Tear Stone and Morium Blade combo, which rewards low HP with a massive damage boost, alright, in addition to the Hornet Ring and the Lightning Clutch Ring. Right, this requires the amount of HP that I have right now to cast. Now in the upper left hand corner, you can see the damage buff icon go away. Now this is basically a timer, okay? When you're using regen with this build, you only have X amount of time once you get into that damage threshold to take advantage of the damage. Now, in addition to this, Perseverance has two different breakpoints. We see 55, then 36 or 30, then it drops down to my base level. So all of these things taken into account with the person's different damage numbers, right, and my defense to that damage. So we saw in the upper left hand corner, I had the damage icon right now, right, but then my regen almost instantly after I do the damage is gone. Now, Tears of Denial make this really easy to pull off, okay? But you still have to be careful. This is no tears. Now, the first two swings were with Perseverance highest breakpoint of absorption. The last swing was not. I calculated this. First swing, second swing, both in the beginning, giving me that 1 HP with no tears to be able to take that super critical backstab. So as I come into this world, I see some action, so I'm going to go ahead and throw on tears as fast as I can. Now, I see this guy is obviously a password summon. He's trying to tell me to go into the bonfire room like I'm a fucking moron. No, sir. I don't think that I will be doing what you want because you are a password summon. Okay, but I've already made a critical mistake here. Notice the chime offhand. Alright, if you're using this build, you basically always want to have the Morium Blade on. Now you see, I let them whittle my health down little by little, completely fooling him. This guy, he's like some 120 meta dude. We'll see how many souls he drops. But look at this. I'm just bashing him. I'm just bashing him. And his little host friend, he's, oh, I'm going to spam him with the R1. See, this is the old cut cancel right here. Like, oh, you're going to do anything at all? Get running L1. And no, you're not going to be able to stop me. Now, we see the damage icon is up. We go for the BS. Should have been a one-shot kill. I don't have the damn Morium Blade on. And that's one thing that I ran into a lot of the time with this build was I'm kind of like a lazy player. I prefer no buffs, no spells that I have to do every time when I go in the world, you know. So I get kind of tired of that kind of stuff, and I'll forget. So as we can see right here, that was just so perfect. Like the amount of damage he was doing to me was insane. But the Tears of Denial easily allowed me to just go right through that R2 and hit him with the super BS. So there was a spell in Dark Souls 1 called Karmic Justice, okay, and after you got hit 5 times when you had this self-buff activated, there would be like a Wrath of the Gods, Dark Souls 1 Wrath of the Gods, explosion, basically like preventing them from continuously spamming you. Alright, now when I return to Dark Souls 1, I basically am going to recreate this build, except for obviously I won't need the Cestus Perseverance to be able to have standing poise. But taking 5 hits is going to be common in any Dark Souls game, I feel like, especially if somebody wants to spam, or all they know how to do is spam, rather. Okay, but what this will allow me to do, essentially, alright, if you're not well versed in Dark Souls 1 PvP, you could use Wrath of the Gods to get backstabs, right? Because they would be in a state of hit stun, and you just run BS them after you hit them with Wrath of the Gods. Okay, now this spell is very similar to Wrath of the Gods, and I don't think that I ever tried to do this. But essentially, let yourself get beat up till you get to RTSR. Alright, and then hopefully you're going to time it to where at the same time Karmic Justice goes off, explodes all around you, okay, puts them in hit stun, and allows you to get the run BS. Now if it was in this game, it would be much more difficult to do because they basically would have to R1 or parry right after that for me to be able to get the run BS unless they're standing still. So yeah, that's just an interesting thought. This is what I was thinking like the whole time when I was doing this. Man, I wish Karmic Justice was a thing in this game. But since Karmic Justice isn't, I'm thinking about maybe incorporating what's it called? Power Within, which is also in Dark Souls 1. And oh man, speaking of that, Red Tearstone Ring and the Power Within in Dark Souls 1 both are 50% bonuses. Okay, so that's a lot of bonus damage in a game where you can already do a lot of damage. And it'll be fun to go back and try out some new things with some fresh perspective in old Dark Souls 1. So I hope you guys are definitely looking forward to that. A lot of people are complaining that they don't want that game again. It's this broken game, this and that. And you know, to be real, the new From Software game is probably going to come out a year after the Dark Souls 1 remastered, giving everybody this new old game that a lot of people haven't played or a lot of people really love, right? Giving us something that doesn't take much time or effort to make, essentially, so they can focus on the new game and, you know, bridge the gap until the new game comes out. So thank you guys so much for 500 subs. Thank you for all the comments and questions, and I will talk to you guys on the next video.